One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and what I've got here for you today is a Ford F350 Crew Cab Dually XLT Lariat EFI in the stinking roll-along package. Nice tires, beautiful Alcoa knockoff or real Alcoa wheels. I don't freaking know. I gotta look. I don't think they're real Alcoas. Welds maybe? Alcoas not? Alcoas or welds? I'm saying not one of them, I don't think. Damn it. Bed liner! Clean little truck. Got a scrape on the other fender skirt. Roll along. That's pretty classy seats for back in the day. A little wear on it. Let's talk about what we do to this truck. I'm gonna pop the hood and show you under there. I'll probably clip this out. I will literally probably just clip that out. I'm gonna vacuum it. I think he had a doggy in the back. There's a faint smell of doggy in the back. Maybe some from a breeze. Wow. There's all kinds of Coors Light in the back. Ooh. Business cards. Can't give them away. They're not mine, but interesting. This is how shit gets stacked up. I need to throw that away. I got a trash bag out here. Yeah. Okay, so clearance lights, nice truck. Couple little spots starting right there. Little gas right there. I'm gonna scrub the forever living frick out of the plastic. That makes it look way better in here where it's all ingrained, and I'll show that up close, maybe a little bit as we're doing it. I don't know if I'll take the ASU thing off the back. It's kind of dopey once you're not an ASU fan. Okay, I immediately want to do something to that. Oh my. Well, that brings up another thing. Liquid nails, baby. Gonna need some liquid nails. Now I was hoping that would flip down. It's not gonna do what I was thinking. And I don't think. Well, I wish I would have remembered I didn't close the tailgate all the way. That fell off there. I was afraid of that. Crack the paint doing that. That's okay. It's hard to know what to do in a situation like that. I know what I want to do. Ooh, I need that stuff. I want to take this little sledgehammer to it, is what I'm going to do. With all my keys. Shit, I really need this stuff. That's a very important bag. Okay. Let's see what we can mess up on this thing. I would never ask anybody to do this. I'll tell you what, if you want to be perfect about it, you can flip this off, sand it down, paint that whole bottom panel. You can that touch-up paint. Nobody'd ever know. I don't take it that far. But when it comes down to a chip in the paint or a straight tailgate, I picked the straight tailgate this time. Now, if I only had a chain, I think I've got a tow strap. Tow strap might do it. Chain definitely do it. I want to straighten that bumper out. It's just a little bit crooked. So that's a little something that I'll probably do to it. I'll show you what I'm talking about on it. It's going to be kind of a different work vlog. I'm going to throw in some of the detailing and stuff. You can see how it's hooked like that. So I'm going to pull that bottom out. I think it might be in there. If I got my tow strap, I might give it a shot at breaking it. Now I'm going to leave this the way it is. Little gink in the wheel. I'm going to clean them as much as I can, but I'm not going to go as far as to polish the ever-living flippity-fluggity out of them. Just a random wash, for the most part. I need to be drinking this, so I'm going to take it with me. This is the books for my Mercedes. Roll along. Okay, I'll clip more in a second. I'm going to show you under the hood. See exactly what I'm going to do under here. It's clean. I don't know what that is doing. I don't get it. Sometimes you don't get things like that. And then you take it off. And you're like, oh. I get it. But this time there's almost no tension. And I gotta tell you, I don't get what they were trying to do with that. Maybe they thought that was holding it in, man. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna leave that on it though. It's gonna be a piece of trash. General cleanup to the motor, brand new belt. Recent water pump. It was all rusty, you could tell it was new stuff. You just put gasket jizz all behind it and everything. That's gonna blow off. No emission sticker. Fuel pump shut off switch. I think it's missing an emission sticker. I'm gonna clean these. People don't clean them much. That's gonna look nice by the time I'm done. I'm gonna clean that frame rail down there and around that power steering shit and get it leaking good and proper. That's probably gonna have a leak. It's gonna be more of a leak because I'm gonna make it leak by taking off the old stuff. I have people say I'm trying to hide things by cleaning engines. That's the most asinine thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Blow the fucking grease and oil off, and stinking shows you if there's any problems under it. Then I can describe to people, hey, this thing's got a fucking leak. I think that's the first curse word I use. I was trying to keep it a little bit nicer. See, this one's nice. It's not all ingranulated like the other one. Look at there. See, all that's coming off. And I believe that's probably all coming from over here in the power steering. Bummer. But it is what it is. tranny looks good. I'm gonna wash the tranny off, wash this front end. I'm gonna get fucking dirty is what it's boiling, I'm telling you here. So there's an hour of power washing or so. And in the direct sunlight, so that'll be good enough. Now I don't want to ruin my shorts. I'm gonna go change a bit and get back out here, do it to it, get some degreaser, some brushes. Every single one of these I have has a broken handle. Hey now. And that one's interior. I'm gonna use, well, we'll change that to interior. There we go. I gotta tell you, I think that's the best power washer I've ever bought. And I've had at least a couple dozen of them. Okay, I'm gonna split this part out, maybe clip parts of it in. But the way I'm gonna do my detailing videos from now on, or vlog videos, is this is gonna be an engine detailing video. And I'm gonna upload it as such. I'm not going to film it with a regular camera. I'm going to film it with this here Google Glass. But in whatever vlog I'm doing, as I start to separate the two and make them what they become, or what have you, I'm going to put parts of it into where you can see the before and after and all that stuff. But the actual job here is going to not be a vlog, it's an engine detailing video, where I can get people that are looking for that and looking for tips and stuff. And I can start it off, and that's another thing, just putting the mind power into it. I mean, I'm going to do right through it, you know, start the engine, this and that, you know, blah, blah, blah. Talk to you later. Well, I had the degreaser that I'd taken and set on my porch. Got to get my dishes and get them done. What a deal, man. We're just on a roll here. Fuck, we got leaking going on? Ooh, I'm getting a leak in my hose. Your hose shouldn't be leaking like that. That sounded bad. Alrighty. One owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com. And what I've got here for you today is an engine detailing video. This is just a regular old F350 dually, crew cab, beautiful classic truck, and it's in great shape. Someone's painted it, taken good care of it. It's in good shape. It's got nice tires and wheels, etc. It's been in use. Somebody's been taking care of this. The motor, everything's in good shape. It runs great. At the same time, there's just some things on it, like down in here, on the frame rails, hub. You can see just by putting a little on there, it's gonna come so clean. It's going to take a lot of scrubbing. So, also, all that. I want to clean that up. It's got a power steering leak, and I want to identify it and be able to be confident when I sell this truck that I'm telling everybody everything that I know is wrong with it. It's clean inside. First thing, fire your truck up. A couple reasons. One, the air helps blow everything and propel it around and get it away from more important things. You're going with a power washer anyway, so you got not the same kind of dedicated stream. But you might want to take time to cover things up and not get things wet. Like a lot of people like to cover their distributor cap, rotor and all that. Good idea. Go for it. You can cover this up where you don't get any water in the air cleaner and thing. You can cover up anything you actually freaking well please. Look at that, just come right off now. Let that stuff sit on there a while. So that's the point. Cover up as much as you feel comfortable covering up. A lot of people go as far as to cover their windshield wiper motor. Cover the little CPU computer old school ECM or whatever the hell you want to call it on these things. Personally, I ain't covering shit. I'm detailing the motor. I ain't doing shit because I ain't got no fuel now. Let that thing run too long, damn it. Oh man. And I literally have no fuel and gonna have to go fill up. I knew I'd do that too. Damn it! Okay, I have fuel. And I'll tell you what, a good power washer, had to push that button, is unreplaceable when doing this kind of stuff. You need a good power washer. I got a good power washer, and it's Ryobi. My point, one of the best ones I've ever had. And I've had at least 50 of them. No, I'm not joking. First thing I like to do is get it all wet. And that is most definitely what she said. This up here is definitely something that should be done towards the beginning of this. And you're going to get a lot of it just blasting it off. But if you get the hood part first, you won't get stuff dripping all over your motor. Another thing is coming back at it from a couple different angles. Every time I start doing something. Every single time. And then I realize I've got good clothes on. So I'm actually gonna have to shut this down for a minute. Damn it. I ruin every set of clothes that I get. Buy a pair of shorts, I ruin them. Literally ruin them. Now you can tell you've knocked a little grease off a belt or something there and it's squeakage. What are you barking at? Just what are you barking at? I'm back with you. It also helps if you think through what you're going to need and you have that kind of stuff before you do what you need to be doing. It might not make a lot of sense, but it makes enough sense. And what I need right now is a stool or a ladder. Didn't need the knife, but I got it. Now, I got plenty of different stools and things back here. But I'm thinking this is the only one I'm able to put my hands on at the moment. So it's going to be the one I used. I do have a smaller one I'd preferred. Oh, bam, I see it. But I ain't walking over there. Okay. Back at it. I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to spray this side of the hood with the degreaser. And then I'm going to spray right down the middle here, and I'm going to keep spraying. That's right. And I'm going to put it all over this side too. Now we've degreased almost the whole hood. Now there's one difference I'm going to make. I get people commenting all the time. You know, any kind of degreaser you use, if it's good enough stuff, then you shouldn't have to even touch it. Well, that's not true. Degreaser will take stuff off, and I can look at it right now and see stuff running off of it. And I guess it all depends on what your definition of clean is. And my definition of clean is a little bit different. So with that in mind, I'm going to do one side of it with no scrubbing. My dog is over there just barking like... I don't know, like what? I didn't really think much past that part of it. So we're going to go right down the middle here. And I'm not going to scrub it very much. I'm just lightly going over it. Now when you do this, you got to make sure of one thing. One, don't fall off the ladder. And two, don't let it get dry. It can't get dry. Dry. You hear I say that? Insinuating. Don't let it get dry. Or stuff will stick to it worse than it ever was. Okay. Boom. Now we're going to take it off all of it. Testing out the theory of not brushing it. What have I got going on here? Give me water pressure, goddammit. Whoa, I'm not liking that. I say give me pressure. Woo-hoo! Try not to get Google Glass wet. Okay. Now I'm going to say the same thing that I say in return to every idiot commenter that tells me this kind of stuff. No, you're wrong. You're an idiot. That looks better than that. You're just wasting your degreaser. You're wasting your product if you don't put a frickin' brush to it. Put a little elbow grease into it. Have a little backbone. Act like you're not thinking young kid that just thinks she knows everything. Look at that. Bam! No, I'm not worked up. I'm just saying. It's a big difference. Okay, so, that in mind, I gotta do the other side. And I just wasted my degreaser to prove a point and kind of show you, if you didn't already know, that hey, you gotta put a little elbow grease into this shit. You can't just expect everything to happen. Okay. I'm gonna get this under here, kind of soak it. It's already soaked in water, which is what I like, is to water it down and degrease the hell out of it. That stuff in the middle is gonna come off and look great. I'm even gonna get the bottom of the pan. Everything. My eyes. You name it. Always wear eye protection. And that's another thing. I get people saying, he said wear eye protection and he doesn't even have any on. No, I don't. No, I don't. Some people wear little masks. Yeah, I'm not the perfect example here. Just do what works for you. Be safe. Wear some goggles. Worth it. Okay, so more scrubbing. I'm going to turn this off. This will basically be the same thing as the other side. I ain't going to turn it off. I'm going to keep it going. The ladder spun out from under me last time. Just a little bit. So this time I really wasn't looking to crawl up on it the same. I just realized I was 2 rungs lower. Okay. I'm telling you, just the extra, I don't know, all in all 2 minutes. It's so worth it. And yes, many degreasers and such advertise that they do this or they do that. They don't. Sure, it will take grease off. Sure, it will look better. But it will not give you the all the grease gone off the paint look unless you break it up a bit and allow that degreaser that you're spending all the money on to actually penetrate the grease. That'll be like spraying 409 on your counters and just wiping it off instead of scrubbing it a little. It's just not what you do. Even a mom knows that. For fuck's sake. And it just peels it off once you put a little bit of elbow grease to it. I love doing under the hood details. One of my favorite things to do. Now another tip, if you will, keep things going. Don't let this shit get all over the sides like this, or it's gonna make it harder to get clean. Now it's gonna make it harder to wash it, getting it wet like that, and then letting it dry. But you'd rather have that problem than all the motor grease. So, now that we got that, get this stuff a little wet again. I think I'm gonna get underneath it for a second. Okay, it's something to lay on. Trying to lay down on a job, I tell ya. I kind of like that. Better than having rocks up in me. Rocks up in me. Yeah. Let's see what we can get here before I have to turn off glass. Problem. I'm not getting my desired amount of water. I'll tell you that right now. I am not. I mean, I'm getting water. This place has a lot of pressure. Yeah, they must be using it somewhere else in the buildings, because I'm not getting a lot of pressure. There's not enough bleeding off the line to cost me. Okay, I'm gonna take these off, I'm sorry. Okay, I did one side of it basically, and I've got to get some degreaser in here, and it's actually got a big crosswind with this here setup on these cords. It just blows some wind with that fan. And I realized a while back while working with a lot of the different kids that I've worked with lately, that kids nowadays, they don't know there's metal fans on the front of these fuckers, and they take the bottom of your arm off so quick it's pitiful. So a lot of the times in some of the videos I'd even shut the motor off. I don't even trust the kid being in there. It's like, God, slow down, stop, you're gonna kill yourself, you know? Now, a lot of you won't have that issue of being safe under the motor, but I want to make note of it in case you're not in the know. You don't need to feel stupid or something, even if you just never heard of it. You're not stupid, you're just ignorant. You ain't never heard it before. You catch on, take a couple chunks out of your fucking arm a couple times, and do that. See what I mean? Scared me. Wrapped around the back there. This part right in here is one of the most important parts to actually scrub and not take the back of your arm off. And that right there is a clusterfuck you don't want to do a whole lot with. So I'm gonna bite into this differently here. Hang on. Just getting the front of that cleaned off in yellow. some of these hoses. Now watch your belt. You'll cut your belt. You could cut your belt. Oh no, we broke it. And you'll get stuff like that just from it being on the hot. Get that master cylinder, the power booster all clean. It's a lot. Now, you're going to have to decide what you want to do to that. I'm pretty bold. Now one place that'll really make a lot of difference, to you mostly because you'll know it's there, is in the front of here. Just areas like that, where you're going by it later, and everything's so clean, that you're like, damn, why didn't I get that? Be careful on ladders, your feet get slick, it's very easy to fall down, and severely hurt yourself. And out here working with no one around, you could be laying there an awful long time. This side wasn't that dirty, but you could see, hopefully, how much we got off of it. I'm going to go ahead and spray down this side and complete my task. And I got to do that side. I'll talk to you later. Okay, that pretty much did it. I didn't get this side yet, but I got this side. You can tell how much did it. I didn't get that frame rail because I was busy getting the underneath over here. But I'm going to spray it down again and dig back in for a second. I got stinking dirt and grime coming off my frickin', yeah. I'm dirty and grimy is what I'm saying. And this whole side, I didn't really hit yet. But it's easier to get to when there is less wires than the other side. So that is a big plus. It's harder to get to that hub over here though. It really is. And there's more dumb hoses and belts and stupid unneeded smog shit on these year of a truck. Where's my fucking other brush? There we go. I got the underneath. And for some reason thought I was I thought I was done. Fucking look at this. I doubt this is gonna work very well. It's not blowing too much back on me yet. Okay, I'm pretty soaked, but I think I got the entire sum of the front end of the truck detailing done. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to shut the hood on the truck and let it kind of sit there and boil. Actually, I scrubbed this front piece. And I didn't want to put too much pressure on it because of that tag gonna blow off. So I just wanted about that much water on it. Once again, make sure and wipe this stuff off to where you don't have all this on it. I can tell you right now, there's a little bit right there. And if you keep going as you're going, if that makes any sense, you'll have a lot less problem when you get there. Hey, hey, hey now! I like that. Because this stuff gets into the paint pretty fast. So, I would say this engine peel detail was the biggest thing I'm going to do to the truck. Super clean. I'm going to let it run for 5 minutes or so. And I'll talk to you in a while. Well, here's what you got when you're done. And you could scrub more, clean more. You get to this point, you got to make a choice on everything. And my choice on this is this stuff. And I put a little bit of a solvent in it, and a little bit of a vinyl renewer, and a little bit of a vinyl prep detailer, and a little bit of alcohol, and a little bit of a special ingredient here and there. And you know, between all the things you've got to work with, over time I've came up with a pretty good mix of things that won't make your car too slippery. At the same time, you want it to look better. That's the whole point of this. So, yeah. And then I will spray the hell out of it with this.